Good afternoon from Zachary Sweeps. Maya and myself are out for a walk on this beautiful July summer's day. At last it stopped raining. Look at the stream. Amazing. It feels like winter is upon us already. Please stop raining. I keep wishing on these brushes that keep popping out the top of these chimneys, but to no avail. I mean, even a week in the Blackwood Forest last week, it rained most of the week. Hence why I did that video for nearly 2 hours of the rain. But it was beautiful because it was so peaceful, and it's very, very, I can't think of the word, but very sort of, there's a lot of trees. So the rain doesn't really fall on you. You just hear it on the leaves, which is fantastic. Anyway, the reason why I'm doing this video today, this is going to be my last tip video this season. Obviously being the beginning of the season and everything, and I think a lot of people have been using their fires a lot longer than what they would have done normally. The weather's been so up and down. I mean, like now it's quite muggy outside, but it's just been... We live in Sussex. I don't know whereabouts in the world you are, but it's never normally as wet as this. But it has sort of been like this for about... This is the second year of rain that we've had, like through the summer and stuff. So it's been very strange. But you know, like you can blame it on whatever you want. Global warming, Trump, Putin, whatever takes your pick. But I think it's just the way it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, we have good summers and we have bad ones. But let's get to why I'm doing this video today. Just some tips before you start using your wood burners and obviously your open fires. Some of you get them swept, which is my number one tip. Before you start using it, get it swept, get it done now. You get a good price, you get the times and dates that you want. I have done a couple of videos about this sort of thing, about buying your wood now. It's a great one as well. You get a great price on your wood. And also, like, if you if you fancy a wood burner, get them done now. Get it installed now before the season starts. I think you might be a little bit late now. And also the tips on like how to get it done very cheap. Like you don't have to use associations. The council have got a great building inspector department that will sign off any wood burning stoves, not obviously to the standard they should be, and that's what you want yourselves personally. So you can check these videos that I've made. I'm not going to take them down, but I thought I wanted to just do one more, and then that'll be it. You know, there's no point doing it halfway through the season. Do it now. So if you're one of these people that hasn't used your wood burner a lot, because I do get customers that have them done every couple of years, and that's fine. I mean, some people don't use them, only use them occasionally, and when they use them they just you know, probably once or twice a month. That's fine. Get it done every couple of years. The chimney sweeper probably put on the certificate between 1 year and 2 years to get it swept again, or 3 years, whatever. It's entirely up to the sweep what he wants to put on the certificate. Obviously, don't think that whatever the sweep puts on the certificate, if you haven't used it, it doesn't mean that you have to have it done in that time period. It's just it's a guideline. There's no rules around it. It's a guideline. And so what I'm saying is, if you haven't used your wood burner and you've got a certificate that's lasted 2 years, and you haven't used it, and you're not going to use it, you don't have to get it done again in 2 years. So don't worry about that. But obviously, if you want to use it, it's better to get it checked first if you haven't used it for a couple of years. The most common problem I have, and that's why I've done a video on it, a couple of videos on this, but the most common problem I always have with people with wood burning stoves, especially wood burning stoves, it does happen to open fires as well, but wood burning stoves is you start them and then they downdraft, and you've got a bird guard protection on there, and everything like that. If you haven't got a bird guard protection, what I would recommend you do is like open the door of the wood burner, put your ear to the wood burner, or if it's an open fire, put your ear to the fireplace and just listen. If you can hear the outside, then and there's no twigs about, then it'll be all clear. So basically what you need to do is, if you had lit a fire and the smoke's coming back down and it won't draw, then what you need to do, I'm going to stay here for a little bit by this beautiful little stream just down here. Let's have a walk down here. So we don't normally come down this part, but we're just going to stay here for a little bit because I haven't been down this part. So yeah, what you want to do when you have your first fire is you want to use plenty of paper and kindling, because what it'll be is, like, especially with all the rain that we've had this season, what will happen is you'll go to light your first fire and the chimney will be damp. It'll be cold and wet inside, and the smoke doesn't like to go up through the chimney. So what you need to do is you need to use plenty of paper and kindling and just roar it away up in the chimney. Get it nice and dry up there first before you first have your first fires. And then that includes open fires or any heat source appliance, the solid fuel appliance. Dry it out, and then once it's dried out, you'll let it die down and then build your fires on top of that, and I guarantee it will work fine, no problems. I've done a video on this, so if you're unsure, go and check out the videos. I've done a couple of videos on this, so go and check them out. Follow my instructions. Oh, just going for a bit of a splash about and a drink. Follow my instructions, and I can guarantee you your fireplace will work, your wood burner will work, no problems. I have a lot of people that they call me up, and then basically what happens is they say, like, but I've swept their chimney and it's not working. You know, have you dislodged something up there, or is there a problem, an issue? And I say to them, no, there isn't an issue or a problem. So what it is you just got a damp chimney. So what you need to do is you need to just warm it up. You know, I mean, I had a gentleman the other day had an inglenook. It's got a massive great inglenook fireplace. Couldn't get it to draw at all. I mean, it's probably like 45 feet tall, this chimney. You know, it needs a long, hard fire in there. And then once he's done that, it was working like a treat. And you don't have to do that every time you have a fire, but you will have to do it if you leave it for long periods of time. So remember that your first fire, just use plenty of paper kindling first. And then you'll find that it'll work fine throughout the rest of the season and everything. So, you know, that is a massive help, and it really will help you out, especially for the people who don't get their chimneys swept every year. You know, other people would like to have their chimneys done before they use them, and you can always chat to your chimney sweep at the time, and he'll be able to discuss things with you about, you know, what you need to do when you first light your first fire. I always advise my customers to do that. And it works a treat every time. That's why I did the video. So I say to people, watch the video, follow the instructions, and then if you have any problems, call me and I'll come out straight away. It's all part of the service at Zachary Sweeps, and that's it really. Make sure when you do have your if you've got a wood burning stove and it's only wood, obviously, but if you're burning coal, you need to empty the ash out, but with wood you don't. You want to have a nice thick ash bed in there, so obviously at the beginning you're not going to have much of one, so don't empty the ash out until there's at least 2 inches of ash in there, but don't empty out fully. Always leave an ash bed in there. That'll make a big difference. It'll save you a lot of money on your wood and everything. And talking about wood, you know, make sure, I think probably already said this, but you know, get your wood now. You know, don't leave it till sort of September time. Get it now, save yourself money. You know, you know, that's about it really. They're the tips that I wanted to share with you today. Only a short, brief one. As I said, I've more or less done all the tips over the last couple of months. I want to get them in early this year, and like with the way I'm doing the videos now, I'm going to be doing videos on all the different stoves that are out on the market, because there's so many of them, and it's interesting for you to be able to know which ones. I might do the make that you've got, hopefully eventually, once I've done all the wood burners. Well, I don't think I'll ever do them all, but I might have done most of them, to be fair, because obviously doing it 24 years. But if hopefully I would have done one that is like yours, and then you'll know how they all work and operate, and how they're swept, how they're serviced and maintained, and you'll know what the chimney sweep does when he comes to do it. And if they do it differently to how I do it, then you'll know that they're not doing it the right way. So that's why I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on stoves this year. And obviously, if I come across problem jobs and stuff like that, I'll be videoing them as well. But I just thought I'd just let you know them final tips. And I hope you have a great season. And if you need any advice, just message me anytime in the comments. And I'm more than happy to help you and advise you on the right way forward. Last year I was advising and helping people with their fireplaces a lot, and I'm very happy to do that. So if you do need any advice, please feel free anytime to leave me a comment, and let me know what your problem is. Have a great day. From Zachary Sweeps. Oh, Myers, just reminded me one other thing I'm just going to add to the end of this video. It's coming up now. Next month is a great time to get bird guards fitted. If you haven't been able to do it, because obviously the bird nesting season is sort of, I think it's March till August, but it's roughly that sort of time that they should be leaving now. So what I advise you to do is get bird guards fitted. And then you're in a great position where if you don't use it much next year, you ain't gonna have to worry about the birds nesting, because they can be a real pain depending on where you live and everything. If you live in towns and cities and that, they tend not to bother too much about it. So it was Maya that just reminded me just to put that on the end of the video. So I shall leave that with you. But yeah, it's a great time to get bird guards fitted on your chimneys, so that they can go and find somewhere else to sort of live. So you don't have to worry about it next year and everything. So just another little tip there. So from Mara and me, bye bye. She's lost her stick, by the way. She keeps losing them. I think Labradors were meant to be are they like hunting dogs? She couldn't hunt. If it was food, it was different. But anyway, have a nice one.